Hi, I'm Whitney Morgan, Hashimoto's coach, functional medicine practitioner, and co-founder of the Functional Health Alliance. Welcome to another installment in my video series where I answer some of the most common thyroid questions. Now, if you've missed previous videos in this playlist, make sure and go back and check those out. In today's video, I'll be answering the question, what causes hypothyroidism? But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and that little bell next to it so you'll get notified every time I post a new video. I've worked with dozens of women with thyroid problems, and one question that I hear all the time is, why is this happening to me? And unfortunately, they rarely get an answer from their primary doctor. Usually, they hear some version of, well, these things just happen. But in the case of hypothyroidism, there's a relatively short list of potential causes. Now, today, I want to talk about the three most common causes that I see in my practice. And once you've identified the most likely cause of your hypothyroidism, the good news is there's always something you can do to improve your prognosis. So what are those top three causes? Well, number one is Hashimoto's. Many people diagnosed with hypothyroidism are surprised to hear that most hypothyroid cases in the US and in Europe are actually caused by Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease. So you might be asking yourself, all right, well, why are these cases diagnosed as hypothyroidism and not Hashimoto's? The most common reason is that many conventional doctors actually just don't check thyroid antibodies, and they rely instead on a few basic thyroid biomarkers to assess overall thyroid function. Now, if you're curious to find out what causes Hashimoto's, go check out a previous video that I recorded on that very topic. I'll drop the link in the video notes below. The second most common cause of hypothyroidism is chronic stress, otherwise known as adrenal exhaustion or HPA axis dysfunction. When we are in a state of chronic stress, our adrenals produce an excess amount of cortisol. And when cortisol stays elevated for an extended period of time, it will start to impact thyroid function. Cortisol can lower both TSH and T4. It can also interfere with the conversion of T4 to T3. And if that's not bad enough, excess cortisol also promotes the conversion of T4 into reverse T3, which totally can put the brakes on your metabolism. And the icing on the cake here is that cortisol also makes it harder for thyroid hormone to enter your cells, which is where it needs to go in order to do its job. So bottom line, chronic stress leads to down-regulated thyroid function, also known as hypothyroidism. Do you have questions about your thyroid diagnosis? If so, drop them in the comments. Maybe I'll answer it in a future video. All right, the third most common cause of hypothyroidism that I see in my practice is nutrient deficiencies. There are several nutrients that are essential for thyroid hormone production and conversion, as well as for maintaining the cellular sensitivity to thyroid hormone. Nutrients like iron, iodine, tyrosine, and selenium, vitamins A, E, D, and C, several of the B vitamins, zinc, these are all necessary to maintain robust thyroid function. So now that you know what the three most common causes are, how can you go about determining what's causing your hypothyroidism? Well, I have a few pro tips for you. Pro tip number one, get the lab data. Don't guess, test. For this, I recommend three basic lab tests. The first, of course, is a comprehensive thyroid hormone panel. And if you don't know what that looks like, I got plenty of videos on that topic as well. The second test is a thorough adrenal assessment. And the third is a micronutrient panel. These three tests are going to go a long way towards solving the mystery of what's causing your hypothyroidism. Pro tip number two, because there can be more than one imbalance causing your hypothyroidism, it really is best to work with a functional medicine practitioner who is trained in root cause analysis. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, you can let me know by liking it, subscribing to my channel, or sharing this video with a friend with thyroid issues. If you're ready to start the work of improving your thyroid function, visit my website to learn more about my thyroid programs and to schedule a free call with me. The links for both are in the video notes. And of course, as always, if you have questions, you can drop them in the comments. I do my best to answer each one. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.